So let me ask you guys a question. Do you think, and of course, I already know there's going to be some people that's going to be like, hey, he's talking bad about black women, automatically go after him, say whatever, talk about him, whatever, don't care. Let me ask you this. Do you think that maybe the excessive posts of black women is actually catching up to them? Now, let me explain. So, supposedly there's this big targeting of black women in the workplace, getting rid of them from jobs and stuff like that. So, my question is, do you guys think that maybe it could have something to do with the culture of black women? And I'm not saying all black women. I'm not saying every single black woman. I'm going to say that and now continue my rant. So, in the majority of black women, what do? They mostly post men bashing posts. They show, and I feel like what they're starting to do is they're starting to think about different types of analytics, considering like loyalty they might be looking to in analytics. And I'm saying it like this. There's so much thoughts I'm having, right? So if you have, like, for instance, we had the immigrant situation where a lot of them just so happened to be illegal, then they started looking into it and we're paying out more than we're getting back, right? And so when it comes to black women, if they look at socially, they by majority go against their community like all the time. They are aggressive against black men, but mostly men in general. They're usually the extreme feminists, and they don't mind posting it on their timelines and stuff like that. The things that they look at, the things that they watch, the fighting thing, like bad girls clubs, the messy stuff. So sharing that, posting on that, commenting on that. So I'm just asking you, and like I said, this is so much thoughts in such a small thing. Do you guys think that they're using a combination of looking at these behaviors to give a rating on how good of a employee and or individual this individual is, right? Based upon race, right? And the reason why I'm saying this is because they seem to be doing a lot of things based upon groupthink and group analytics, and how is the group itself performing versus the minority. So this is why I said, like, the majority of black women, not all, but the majority of black women, because when you typically go to a black woman's page, a modern black woman, you usually see men hating, you usually see black men hating, you usually see the loner, I can do all bad by myself, you see no accountability. And so this is my thing. So do you think this could have a effect on their hiring process now that they can be stricter, now that they don't have to be like, oh, I have to put a female, I have to put a black person, I have to put this. So do you think that could be playing a part? Now keep in mind, I'm just going to tell you the type of posts that I see with most of the black women that you know, just that I'm just in arm's reach of, right? So I usually see them posting a bunch of stuff that are extreme in their ideals. Is very biased, lack of accountability. They seem to love to share and entertain drama. And I'm not saying other women don't do this. I'm literally saying, what is this group known for? Now, keep in mind, they also take the template stereotypical black woman, and then any time somebody of another ethnicity acts like that, they put that same thing on the black woman. And I'm not saying that I agree with it, but this is the world that we live in. And so now that we have consequences, I'm asking, does anybody else seem to think that could play a part in it, and that maybe women need to start looking at their social media and start really treating it like it used to be, where they didn't have all these regulations where they had to hire women. They didn't have all these regulations where they had to promote feminism and woman empowerment and all of this other stuff, because all of that is gone away, and all of that is going away. Most human rights are going away. So my thing is, based upon a lot of black women that you know personally, looking at their page, do you think they would A, be a good teammate for a team? I'll say one, be a good teammate. 2, loyal. 3, be able to represent the company well. And the reason why I say all this is because I already know there's a lot of women already foaming at the mouth, just ready to do all this, probably already turned off the thing. But the same way you generalize black men, why can't the world generalize you the same way? And I say that to the women that will actually be logical and see what I'm saying, because they seem to think that the degrees and all of that have something to do with anything, when even in the dating market, it has proven that you can have 20 degrees, and how does that make you better than the other female? When you don't want to cooperate, you said no one can tell you what to do. A lot of people are sharing and posting females that are 304s, prostitutes and scammers and stuff. Most of the females follow scammers and things of that nature, hood villains and heroes and stuff like that. So my thing is, if I was a AI, meaning I wasn't distracted by, oh, she's thick, or oh, I'm distracted by how society will view me, meaning that if they just throw it into an algorithm, why would they process most black women into the work field when this is what they consume, share, promote, and don't speak against by majority in their group? Because this is my thing, right? So a lot of people always have negative stereotypes about black men, right? But generally speaking, there's still a standard in which black men have extremes. One extreme is not going to be every date a black man goes on, he's asking for a cash app in advance before they go on the date. That's not a thing that black men are known for. Now, the 304, that type of mentality, that is stereotypical of a black woman. Literally, anytime someone thinks of this, they think of a stereotypical black woman, modern woman, or a modern woman that acts black. And so this is why I'm saying this. Do you think that this was all brought upon just about prejudice and color, or is it also because they allowed a lot of y'all to be so independent and so outspoken, you've told on yourself, and now people see a lot of you for who you are in relationships, political positions? Like, a lot of you will cheer a woman politician on even if they're doing illegal activity. There's not enough women, especially black women, that are promoting and speaking, promoting the good things and speaking against the bad women, promoting the bad things. So as a group, the majority of us see the loud bad ones saying everything and everyone else silently agreeing or not openly disapproving of it, so that everybody doesn't take the blame for it. So that is kind of my synopsis. Do you think it's society's fault, or do you think it's the collective's fault for allowing certain behaviors to be promoted and prominent in the black woman community? What do you think? This might be a stretch, but it might not be, right? So them going after black women's job might be a response to their declining birth rates. And let me explain why. So there is no future if you have no children, correct? Correct, right? And so a lot of their programs, a lot of their plans have to do with social manipulation when it comes to views, interactions, behaviors, reactions, right? And so when they originally turned the black woman against the black man, they weren't intending on it influencing all of the other women, where the slogan used to be, I can do bad all by myself, which was a black woman thing, is now all women thing. Just like the my body, my choice, like how black women pretty much have took feminism and took the crown of feminism and are pretty much carrying it all there, the loudest and strongest and proudest. And so they didn't expect for their women to start getting into some of that same mentality. They weren't expecting a lot of them to get into the birth control situation, I'm pretty sure. Yes, a lot of them made OnlyFans kind of trendy, but at the same time, let's be real. Sex appeal comes from the black community. So when it comes to a lot of the sex stuff, it still revolves around black women. So when black women started getting on OnlyFans, it really kind of really made it a normal thing, because when you get your popular entertainers that are black artists, black entertainers, and they're telling you to do this and do that, now you have the youth influence, right? And so I think that they decided to start cutting the jobs is because they also want a lot of black women away from their wives, their daughters, etc., spouting this depopulation programming that they programmed into the black woman is specifically against the black man. And so I'm thinking that a lot of this is directly a response, because when it comes to beauty, right? So in the Bible, it says that in the end times that, the women would be run down, and that was going to keep them from getting maids and attraction and stuff like that. So black women are some of the most gorgeous women they are the most gorgeous women in the entire world. I'm just gonna say that, black American women. But when it comes to maintenance, a lot of them picked up the habits from the other people and start putting all the makeup on, the weaves, all this other stuff. Didn't invest in their natural beauty, so they're going to be hit the hardest, right? So when it comes to cosmetics, all that stuff going down, right? And so they knock the black women down so they can get off that. Also, the number one, I'm going to be real, the number one trip takers, and I'm going to be real, because black women have stated exactly who they pop it for. And I'm going to be real. They literally say no black men, the majority of them, not all, majority. This is the normal occurrence, right? The majority say, hey, don't date a black man. Hey, don't do this. Don't do that, right? They teach their daughters, hey, N-words ain't this, right? And so now all the other women parrot it, right? And so when you start to get to that point where you're programming every single person the same as you, right? Telling them that these people are nothing, right? That means that obviously the people that you're entertaining, right, which society finds that you're allowed to entertain, because remember, we listened to all the tethers. What did they say? They said, hey, don't date black Americans, but it seems that black American women are always going on a trip to go find somebody to go get, that's not going to marry them. I'm going to be real. They always go on these trips, deal with all these men that don't marry them. And they come back, right? And it's a repeated process. And so Obviously, if you guys aren't dealing with Black American men, and Black American men were told that you guys don't want us, that we are too much to handle, you guys put all the stereotypes of the bad decisions that you make when it comes to spouses, mates, etc. You guys put it on all of us and blanket all the traits, all of the negativity on all of us. But you don't do that with the other men that you date. So you can date a white man and then you can have issues with him, but then you don't say, hey, all white men are the same and like this and that, right? And so I feel like they took the money off of that because I'm gonna be real, a lot of the women that were pay for play, just females that just want to be on their backs, don't want to be mothers and stuff, and some of them do have a lot of kids and stuff, Black women. So in order for them to bring their birth rate up, they wanted their men back at their house with their wives, not competing with Black women. They wanted their men to stop having the recreational use females, and and this is also going to affect the divestors, because a lot of the divestor Black women were the ones sponsoring the white male that they were with. So that's going to out a lot of them. But at the same time, there's going to be couples that are going to have social issues because of how things are happening socially. And so that's going to help get the concentration and the focus back on the birth rates of the white individuals, and then also the nationalism and the white pride and all this other stuff. So what I'm trying to say is they have to knock the most beautiful off of the pedestal, because unfortunately she was teaching all the women to not want to be a mom. She's been telling all the women, make fast money, don't settle down. They just wanted you to say all of that about Black men. They were fine until their women started parroting the same talking points. And so that's what I think their response was. If they can target the Black women, they know that it's going to cripple our numbers, because Black women would rather be homeless than share a spouse. Black women will promote every lifestyle but polygyny for a male, so they can sit there next to a gay man and tell him, hey, you keep doing other males, Black males, keeping our population down. And like I said, I'm not do what you want to do, but listen to what I'm saying though. They'll tell gay people to continue to promote that, but then they'll tell people not to procreate with Black males, and then themselves say, hey, I'm not going to pick a Black male, I'm going to do this. So it's a self-destructive mentality in totality, right? And so now you have white women saying they only date Black men. So it's pretty much like this. A lot of the brain rot is getting mixed everywhere else, and they want to cut down on it. So they're going to cut down on our numbers because they know a lot of our women are not going to act right. So our birth rates are going to go down while theirs go up, because they won't be using the recreational females. They'll be right back at home because a lot of the women are out of work, but then also a lot of the white men will still have the advantage over a lot of things. And society has still been poisoned to not like the Black man, because the Black woman is still a lot of the time still saying this while saying she loves her community. She can't choose sides because of an ex, or she can't choose sides because of the many men that she let abuse her. She chose to be around. And she ignores all of the men, for instance, family, friends, co-workers that were actually males that have supported her and been a good part of her life. Men that have changed the world. People, you can't say you hate men and then sit there and talk about Martin Luther King. That's just for an example. Prince, Michael Jackson, all these individuals. So my whole point is the culture of the stereotypical Black woman is self-destructive, and I feel like they decided this was going to be a way to seclude a lot of the Black population off so that it doesn't further influence individuals in a negative way.